Okay, I'm going to show you just some tips for setting a mouse trap and catching mice. I have the unfortunate experience of knowing very well how to handle catching mice. 1 year I had about 12 mice in my house. They found some way in, and I could hear them scurrying between floors. So I learned quite a few things. Anyway, Victor is the best brand that I found, and it's got this big panel here. And people might put cheese or whatever just because that's traditionally what you think, but peanut butter really is the best. It's very pungent. It takes a long time to dry out. Cheese dries out pretty quickly, and you can smear it into these grooves. Victor is the best brand that I've found, and basically what you do is you want to be careful here. I've actually smacked my finger once and it is not pleasant. So you spread it before you do any of this. Before you set the trap, you put the peanut butter on, otherwise it's going to spring on you. So basically what you want to do is move this out of the way. Pull this, this is actually what will snap down and trap the mouse. It'll kill it, really. It'll snap its neck. And then you lift up this little panel here so that it grasps the end of this copper piece. Just like that. Now, you want to hold it from the back and take your hand off that way. So as you can see from the side, how the metal bar that has the spring attached to it is putting tension on that rod, and that rod is inserted into the trigger where the mouse will come on and get the peanut butter. Now, what you also want to keep in mind is that, let me get something here, got a binder. We'll pretend that this is a wall. You want to butt this up against a wall because a mouse is going to come, they usually run along walls. And so you want to make it so that even if they're not even going for the food, they just happen to run across and trigger the trap. So that's just something that you want to learn. And obviously if you have kids, keep it out of the way. Put it in kind of hard to reach areas so that kids don't find it and really hurt themselves. So anyway, that's kind of the trick. And I have a carrot here. We'll kind of pretend this is a mouse. Now other brands like this brand, I haven't had nearly as much success. I mean, you'd think it'd be fairly straightforward to copy what Victor does. Victor's been around for a long time. This is an older style Victor mousetrap, but I've never had any problems with the Victor going off, or not going off, but I have had with these where they've cleaned off this whole panel and it never sprung. So I was basically feeding the mice. So anyway, once it springs, as you can see, that was pretty gross. It cut right into that carrot. So you can imagine what that would do to a mouse. As far as cleanup goes, I know there's some people that reuse mouse traps. I'm not a fan, especially if there's, you know, guts. So what I'll do is I'll get a plastic bag and I'll just hold it from this end and kind of wrap the whole thing in and throw it away. So that way I'm not, so I'll grab it from this end through the plastic bag, kind of the same way somebody would pick up dog mess, wrap it all up and throw it in the garbage. That way I'm not handling dead animals. Now if you have other larger beasts, you can use something like this. And just to give you a size comparison, that is nasty. We don't have rats around here, fortunately, at least none that I know of. But if you're using that, I'll go ahead and set it because I'm curious to see what it'll do to a carrot. Oh, this would break your finger. Oh, man, nasty. I would not want to be doing this on a regular basis. So the way this trigger works, it's a little bit trickier because it's got this copper plate here instead of the wide, almost shoe that you insert the other. Oh, man, this is... You just want to be patient, very patient with this, because you don't want to break your finger. I mean, that's probably worst case. It's not gonna, I don't think it amputate your finger. Okay, so we got that set, and now here is our rat. It's gonna come along and trigger this, and we'll see. This is making me nervous because look at the size difference. Side by side size difference between a rat trap and a mouse trap. I'd much rather deal with mice, but for those of you in New York, this is for you. We'll go ahead and trigger this here and watch what happens. Okay. Oh. That's nasty. I wonder what to do with this end of the carrot. Let's try it. Yeah, that rat isn't getting up. Okay, so you just saw what happened to the narrow end of the carrot. Now we're going to try the wide end. If this snaps this in half, at least you know the rat didn't suffer much. Oh. All right, well, they're messing around when they make these. I hope that helps. Be careful if you're setting these, especially these. I've snapped my finger on a Victor mousetrap. It smarts pretty bad. So this it's a carrot slicer. That's pretty nasty. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps. Be careful, and have a nice day. Good luck.